Well, hello model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Raul, and here's one you haven't seen updated in a while. Although I hadn't forgot about it, I have been slowly working on it, but it was a small delay. And I finally got the paint job I wanted on it, giving me more of that Aztec gold look that it was like when I first got it, but I had to strip and redo the paint. So at first I had painted it with the Tamiya spray TS21 gold, and it came out pretty nice, but part of the delay was I needed more of this paint, and it's been hard to come by here locally. I've been by the hobby shop a few times and they were out, but they finally got another can in, so I was able to put a coat on it. And one of the times I went there, they had this spray orange, and I had sprayed spare hood orange to give it the tint, but it was a little too orange, and I didn't like the way it looked. So I had stripped that hood, and I had shot it again with the little bit of gold I had left in my can. And then I had another one of the trips to the hobby shop, I had picked up Tamiya's acrylic clear yellow, not clear orange, but clear yellow. So using that, and then buying their thinner here, acrylic thinner, because I had never actually used this before. I don't really use Tamiya paints. I use testers and I airbrush. So this is the first time I'd actually used the acrylic clear, but it was the only thing I could find. My other thought was spray it with turn signal amber, but so I decided to test it on this hood, and it came out the way I liked. Although on this one I sprayed it on kind of heavy, so I decided when I spray this body I would take my time and do a bunch of light coats, and that's what I did, and I got it to this point. And so I'm really liking the color here, and so now the next step for me is to start taking my time and mask up and put the stripes on it like I did on the blue car with the white stripes. So I'm going to do the black stripes on this one with a few exceptions. The real car has the mustache around the scoop also painted in black. I've seen some that are outlined in pinstripe and some that are not. Two of the cars, one of them has it's a yellow car that has a spike all the way down the side, which I do kind of want to do the spike all the way down the side. It has the same mustache, but it's outlined in pinstripe. But I don't think on such a small area and me not having a decal, I'm actually painting it. I'm not going to be able to do that, but I can do the mustache. But on a big section, I can do the stripe, the outline, because the side would have it. But that's where I'm at with this at the moment. So I'm going to get started, and I'll do some more masking, and I'll do update videos and keep you posted on this one and its progress. But this is where it's at the moment. So stay tuned, and I will add to this video and you will see some progress on it. So right now I'm going to get started on the stripes and masking. So stay tuned. Well, I know you haven't seen too many updates on this car, and this one is one of those that has been, seems like it's fighting me or not going quite smoothly for me, and such is the case, because this is one of my holy grail builds that I've been wanting to build and would love to build, and I wanted this resin kit even though it's been long out of production, this resin body. So when one came my way, and I jumped on it, I had to have it. So, and then it's been kind of a little bit of a challenge, as if you've been watching the progression on this one. Between, you know, getting the taillights and figuring out how I'm going to do the taillights, to stripping the paint and reapplying the paint. This has been kind of ongoing, but you know, I'm learning as I'm going. But same kind of things going on with this. Is my latest, I was, you know, trying to paint the hood. So here's how the hood came out, and I had some areas where it peeled, but the mustache section I did here, really not too happy with it. So I may end up stripping the hood again and repainting the hood, or figuring out, maybe trying to sand it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to sand that off. Even though that's enamel on top of lacquer. So I've already color sanded it a little bit to get the ridges out, and I was going to try and maybe lay a decal on it. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. But so because of that, I also have the decals that came with it. They're right here. They're very old, so I'm very hesitant about using them. But maybe I'll scan them and find somebody who might be able to reproduce them. But one of the things I did do is from the AMT kit, the Baldwin Motion Camaro. I got a set of its decals so that I can, you know, do the spike on the side and maybe do the front, but I don't have the mustache part, which is what I really want to do, is the mustache part. So that's the part I'm struggling with. So, I mean, but it is on this one. It's sort of, I mean, it's right there, but it's not very crisp and clear. But that's where I'm just struggling on this one, getting that part detailed and painted, and then I can get it cleared. But so that's why you haven't seen this one updated much lately, because I just keep fighting with some areas, and I get a little frustrated, and I just think about different things I can do, and then I work on one of the other models, which, you know, right now the Yenko and the GNX are going really easily. And I also got my 72 Charger that's becoming a little bit of a challenge, because that one's got a lot of kit bashing and a lot of fitting. So that's where this is at the moment, and I'll keep you updated on this. Well, I figured since my last update I would show you where I'm at right now with this thing, because I did try to sand the hood and the black and ended up going through the paint, which I was afraid I was going to do. So I ended up just putting this in the purple pond and stripping it. So it's back to raw resin. So I'm going to end up re-priming this, respraying it gold, and then respraying the clear orange on it to get it back to where it is on the body here. And so I'm going to take a little break from this one for a little bit. But I figured I was going to show you where I'm at as far as the rest of the build. I got these wheels and tires that came from the AMT Baldwin Motion 70.5 Camaro kit. So those are the wheels and tires from that. And actually, they're the wheels. These are the Revell Goodyear tires where they had big and littles, which they look really nice. I really love these tires. But so I got a set of those. So I figured I would show you where I'm at with the body, what I've got in parts. I actually did detail these out too. So these have the spinners on them, but they're the kit wheels with the Goodyear Radial GT tires that I painted the white letters in. And then the engine is wired, and then I got the Baldwin Motion valve covers on there, so you can see those valve covers and detailing out. And I painted the bell housing black to represent the scatter shield. The chassis is pretty much done. Steering box and all, that's all redone, repainted. And then the interior, pretty much just took it apart, did some more highlights with the Multilo pen, just getting the interior detailed out just a little bit, cleaned up and detailed. It was dusty, and just left it pretty much alone. So it's coming along, but I figured I would just show you where it's at the moment, and then I'll get back to working on this a little bit. So maybe a while before this is updated again, but I will get this primed, shot gold, and back to matching the body, and hopefully it matches. But that's where I'm at the moment, and just wanted to keep you up to date on this one. But thanks for watching and subscribing and tuning in, and you guys, you have a wonderful Saturday, and I will see you again.